back in the bag again. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Hello again. Welcome back to the podcast.
Yes.
Welcome back to This Sucks podcast, where we talk and rant and complain about our lives as artists.
All the time.
Yes, this is
every
us
time.
behind the scenes. Yes, we are going to complain about our lives
Correct.
Like we
straight from
always do.
our profane mouths.
Yes.
Correct.
From the source.
Yes.
Yes.
Mga anak mi sa Ginoo pero bastos mig baba.
Kanto.
We are here to demystify the lives
spell.
demystify the lives of artists, because behind the scenes we are still made of cardboards, wooden chalks,
Yes. Glue stick.
Cardboard, glue stick, and insecurities.
Yes, actually.
For those who are asking, we are assuming that you're asking.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Sige na lang, good.
With,
Just go with it.
Give us a chance.
Yes. We are Table 12.
Hi.
We are a production company that produces Bisaya stories for theater, film, and TV. Hopefully soon, radio.
Ja.
Oh my
Watch
God.
out. Everything.
We are a multi-platform storytelling company.
Correct.
And
At
we
kana
do-
tanan, mugna ra gyud ang hot shit tanan.
Yeah.
Iyaha ra gyud pa na
Actually,
kami
hobby
kay.
na ni siya, guys. We're just trying to...
Hobbyist si Jude me, actually.
Ay, Ginoo ko.
Yes, we do productions like this.
Yep.
This podcast. We're going to have another podcast, no? But not us na.
Oo.
People who are smarter than us.
Yes.
Correct.
We're
Ako-
smart na. Smart na gami kayo. Smarter than us pa.
Smarter than us.
Yes,
Imagine how genius they would be.
Yeah. Oh,
Ako, I cannot imagine. Kay wow, unsa yung feeling ma-genius? Homogeneous?
Di ko relate. Hetero? Charot.
Heterogeneous?
we are Bisaya here, but for our non-Bisaya speakers out
Go
there.
fuck yourselves.
Char.
Charot.
Kamoy adjust. Char.
Yes.
We will be speaking in English, no, to each other. But if we are ever going to use the vernacular, we will try to explain and translate it
Correct.
for you.
Di ra kay may sige
Try.
English kay
Yes,
marang maluoy pud
try
man
is
ako.
the operative word.
Try.
We will translate it for you, our audience. All pila na sila kabuok?
8 na, I think. As
eight
per
na.
last week, 8
Oh,
na.
wow! 8 na sila kabuok.
Among silingan ni Atil. Hello, guys. Charot.
Hi sa mga siling.
I'm so proud. Charot.
Salamat kay sa paglantaw ninyo.
Yes.
Yes,
appreciate
so for
it.
this episode, we are going to talk about what it takes to be an artist.
Kalalog
What
ba
is
ay?
the essence of a woman?
Oo.
What it takes to be
So
an
murag
artist.
na kung naabay requirement,
Yeah, like how to be a good
requirements ba na?
artist.
How to be you po.
How to be you.
Yes, how to be you po.
Okay.
So, maybe we'll start with our performer, no?
Yes.
Siya may,
Wala
siya may
man yun.
on stage.
Ako tong artista there dapita.
Ako'y perminti, no? Wala man dyan kuan, requirements sa tinuray lang. Just do what you love. Mao maguna siya, passion over kuan maguna. Pero maingon ka nga kuan kanang quality performance or depende ba like quality performance magkuan gyud ka, mag-lesson gyud ka. Inana mura ba og the talent is already there. But of course when it comes to discipline, kinahanglan jud kang mo lesson, kinahanglan ka og mentor. Kay for example, ako kay bawo ako sa kagalingon nga, kay bawo ko mo kanta, kay bawo ko mo sayaw, inana. Unya kay alangan
Sample daw. Sample
Gusto.
daw.
gusto na. Pero ang pangutana kay sakto ba ako ang technique, sakto ba ako ang line, akong shape, ang quality sa akong
Kagibunshin
performance,
technique.
inaana. Pero kung mayon ka nga kuan, what it takes to be an artist, first talent yun. Because kuan man gud, mayon ka nga talent, natural na nimo, dapat na nakadaan ana. Urag i-improve
What
na
if
na.
di ka talented?
Dili ka
pwedeng artist.
Dili pwede.
Pwede for
nga.
you.
Para nako, kay ngano ka nang lain po kayo pumuing kang lahi magud ang technicalities pod, lahi magud pod ag kanang natural gyud po ni mga talent. Tama uban nga kanang mura ba og gi-practice ra ni nila, pero dili jud natural nga ilahagod. For example, pagkanta, naadyo kayo nailhan nga love kay niya ang music, pero it happened lang jud nga dili mo jud love, dili siya love sa music, ay it love niya ang music, it happened lang nga di siya
What happened?
tone deaf ana. Ako nailhan, ana. Nya.
Dili siya love. I cannot love you back, ana.
Ana, I cannot
Yes.
love you. Mura lang yung kuan, di ba? Imuhang palitan si Kuya Mark na i-crush. Sa itago na to sa pangalang kuan.
Hi, Doc Stan!
Sa ba siya?
Oo.
Ni-assume na may.
Ana. So, pati si Kuya Mark, love kayo niya si kuan.
Free
Si Doc Stanley,
consultation
pero,
daw.
Of course, Doc Stanley cannot love you back. Ana ba? Something na
It can be learned.
Yeah, can love be learned?
Kay bisan pag muna na ta, kay pilitan mo na ta nga human instrument kita, mga tao, mga singers human instrument ta. Pero nagyud tay giingon nga kanang bisan pag human instrument narago instrument ka di nagud maliso-liso bisan sound mo.
Kuba na din siya.
Oo. Ang human kita as a human kita bisan kung sound pagliso, bisan kung sound pa nagkuan kanang sa imong dunggan, kung di ko ka kung yabag ka. So sound pa na nimo.
Exactly.
Ana ba? So ana talent dayon after ana lesson para sa discipline.
Time to change career if kuan.
If wala dyan. No.
If wala nga wala na gyud, maluoy siya kasi mo kagalingan. Okay, imo ra ba kung body mo mag-suffer? Kung palitan singer,
Sorry kayo, Robbie. Sorry ka.
ganahan jud kang mo-vocalist.
Pasensya,
Yo,
pasensya.
sa man nga.
Huwag ka nang mawala.
Vokalis ka niya kay wala may vocals.
O gani, usahaw
List
na.
raman.
Oo.
There's no vocals.
Only a list.
Ganahan kang mo apil
Non-existent.
og choir kay nindot kay ka paminawon. Nabi kay uban no kanang di jud ka ba yung paminaw sa kagalingon.
Maayo mo blend in.
Oo.
I've heard a lot of people say, like from mentors and na people I have worked with, they always say, art can be learned. No, you can always, take classes and have the skills for it. Pero usually, there's a level na jud nga that would separate talent from skill. Kanang that would separate like learned artists sa mga talented
Born
gidaan.
artists, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a reality to that one good. I also believe nga art can be learned, Jud. There is that concept or there is that factor ba nga if you really put your mind to it, if you really put your heart to it, ma-learn jud na siya nimo.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest examples is like ako, I'm a K-pop fan. So a lot of K-pop artists start out with no dancing capabilities, no singing capabilities, pero after 2-3 years of training, they're so good. They become very good artists or like performers. Let's just say. But kanamang kung art and being an artist, that's something innate, manggod. You can just tell if somebody is born with that
What is
specific
called
talent kay
innate and code.
kay like it just emanates jud from them. More jud siya overflow jud siya.
Kay what if pa-performan
siya
kag
ba?
Effortless siya mo
impromptu?
gawas sa jud siya.
Pa-performan kag impromptu diha. Yang pagkahuman ka ng hala wala ka ka-choreo.
Exactly.
Mo na diha.
Kana ba?
Sayo.
Yeah, there is a part to it I feel that can be learned, Jud. But learning man good can only more na certain level ba nga ma-learn mo everything else is innate na Jud na siya.
So mura kag kanang magluto ka nga nanatanan ang ingredients and measurements na pero if you like follow it to the T, lahi ra jud kanang if
timpla-timpla
oh
ra
kanang if
siya.
chef gyud or if kanang maayo gud ka ay magluto,
Correct.
lahi ra jud.
Kanyang magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kay bisan gani pagluto art man pud na, culinary
It is,
arts.
yes.
Kuan man pud na siya. So namag gyud
What
pa yung
if
ubang
dili?
chef. Dili siya kuan. Problema din.
Maglugusan.
Dili, di ba kanabay uban ka nang maayo na gyud silang maluto bisag wala sila talent ana pero ang ilang sense of taste ba kay kuan good gifted
Yeah.
gid
They
sila.
just pick it up naturally.
O bisan
Yeah.
pa og tagaan na nimo dira og kanang pati sug suka or asin ra unsa ba unsa man imo hatag nay uban nga kuan ilagay ang kuan ana dito 1/2 of tablespoon kinami ang ending kay wala ra gyud lami.
It tastes basic.
Oh,
Yeah.
ana. Pero katong maayo gyud nga nanay talent sus ko bisan pag kanang
Ano, measure,
kulon-kulon
ano,
na
ano,
gamit lami
Tinaw-tinaw
kaayo.
ra.
Like also if talented artists murag there's like kanang kung sa tawag nila kanang zhuzh murag
May
or x factor
It factor jud.
nga kanang it's something that we can't explain but there's really just a different kuan ra gyud nga tawag ani like naaray jud siya something in him or her or whatever it they nga you really not everyone has.
Correct.
Pero kuan pod ang I think na ay times pod nga mas maayo ang skilled or ang learned artist kaysa sa kanang talented.
Exactly.
Because the problem with talented artists
Magod na.
Attitude.
they're usually lazy. Because
Because
I
they
have it
rely.
in me.
Oo.
Like I have it in me already. Innate na siya. Kanang
So,
more siya glacier mo siya switch.
Ano mo effort pa man ko?
Yeah, like why do I have to go to
Tinoon.
school? Why do I have to like study or
Workshop?
research
Unsa
or
man
like
na?
yeah, why do I
Ew,
have to train?
yuck. Exactly.
Mo ng mga skilled artists kanang learned artist gyud nga they shine more because they put in work. They work so hard.
They know
to,
the value
like,
of hard
yeah.
work, jud pod.
And then they love it.
Exactly.
Naman po,
Na I
skilled artist
love-
nga kawatan.
Name names.
Name names. Name names. At
Kinabas
least
ako.
3. Charot.
Yeah.
Pinterest? Bali, sayop.
No, what I mean is, kuan man good, moingon ka nga kanang talented artist, bisag tinapula na, pero pag nana gani artwork mo, lamiag yun. Kung kanang, if mo alerting kuan ba, niya kani pong ubang skilled artist, syempre kanang, naiuban hawa mo kuning tanan, pero naiuban nga kanang murag, kapuya na sila og kuan og ideas, formula og ideas. So, mga wat na lang.
Sa Pinterest, brikan? Oh, sayop.
But then also there's a
It's so hard to formulate an ideas.
kuan pod mo nang ginaingon is usually kanang mga art critics or like mga enthusiasts or like even artists. The best artists are good stealers. They're good thieves. Because there's nothing really original.
I know, that,
I know,
that-
I know.
everything has been, I mean, it's very hard to come up with something totally brand new that's not derivative from something. Because I
Yeah.
feel like at this point, we've done almost everything there is to be done. Nga, we tend to upcycle ideas, tend to like develop existing concepts and turn them into something else. Because I feel like at this point, we've been in this earth for like centuries na there's nothing that has not been thought of already.
You know, tinoon.
But then again, that's what makes you a good artist. Nga you can actually transform
Exactly.
like kanang mga past artworks or like that you can make it relevant to your generation and to your
Exactly.
time.
And make it
Para
your own
nako
pod.
sa inana nga part, lami siya ay kanang murag valid ra siya para nako kay
Kay-
ni kuha
kinamang-
ra kag inspiration.
Pero ang ako po is don't copy po.
Oh, do not copy.
Just
Kinamang iban.
different
Just
from
get an
getting
inspiration
inspo
ba?
from
Yeah.
something.
Just get an inspiration. Kinamang ko iban mangupyag.
Naagyud makita gyud mo hastang gisi sa naong. Ha? Mo ba nya
Same
iba?
angle, same color
Unsa?
grading. Unsa man
Correct.
siya?
Murag same ni siya kuan.
Photocopier?
Oo.
Correct.
Murag
Murag
kulang na
ipaprint.
lang ano nila,
Giscan,
talagang i-print
madali
unya kanang butang tracing paper niya moy kuan.
Very
Tinuod
wrong.
ba yan?
Huwag kayong ganyan, guys.
Like,
ha?
Are you in grade school?
Oo.
Is this an art kuan?
Fine
An
Arts
art
51 ba
class?
ni siya?
Pero like let's go back to like for you to become an artist, you need to be disciplined. What other qualities do you need to have to be better at your craft?
I feel like there should be an openness to criticism, should put ba. I feel like a lot of artists, Mongol, especially those who are born with the talent, but I feel like they're very much into their heads ba. They feel like di sila pwedeng masayap, ilang point of view insakto all the time, and murabag there's that ego gani nga murabag why should I listen to what you have to
Yeah.
say, especially if it's a constructive. I mean, of course you have to filter out the things na you want to
Correct.
listen to, because everybody has an opinion, man.
Yeah.
It is a
Especially
matter
in this
just
generation.
exactly. It's just a matter of filtering lang through the things you hear, but it's always very it's always very helpful for you as an artist to improve, because you have to know how your artwork looks like to other people, because your interpretation becomes very biased, one-sided
Yeah.
rapod.
Correct.
Kana.
Tinood yun na siya. Kinahanglan sa usay man good kinahanglan na mo putol si mong sungay.
Exactly.
Oo.
Yeah,
Kaya ako tayo sa
that's
Noroy, taas
true.
mo kung sungay sa una filler mo.
Charot.
Like you need someone to call you out.
Exactly.
If you're pero also you as an artist, kamo ka na, like, also choose the people who can,
Oo.
nga you're going to allow to call you
I-filter,
out.
ma'am.
Correct.
Sure,
Kay
okay pa din ako.
nakapuluban nga ka ng, they will just call you out tungod lang kay,
Or you can
"Yan,
bet."
nga siya, dili ka niya bet, dili ka niya gusto,
Yan,
Ganoon.
and they're just,
Murag kita man siguro tanan nakaagig inana gyud.
constructive criticism.
Ikaw ra ba nagway? Check.
Ang pangot napa po kay talent bayot.
Ang paypay na. Charot.
Bantay ra gyud ang
Binoang
paypay.
Mark ha. I love
Last na ni mga episode, ano usob.
Binoang ra na day. Speaking of.
Speaking of,
And bona siya kinahanglan og disiplina oy. Disiplina gyud din katong constructive criticism sakto siya nga point actually. Kay kuan ako mismo sa kong galingon kay bawo nagko na inana ko sa una walay makastorya nako sa entire college life ginako walay nakaingon ako nga kanang kuan walay nakaputol or nakadare og putol sa kong sungay ana dire rest table 12 sa tinuoray lang.
Kay ilisan.
Ilisanti ka kung nga naguna-una po ko ba yate bitaw no kung dili po ko magpa-mentor di ko maminaw nila kanang ni travel ra ba kog Cebu gipadulong diri sa kuan. Kasi nilayas na ko sa kuang ginikanan. So, maminaw na lang.
Iba man na siya, guys.
Abi pala.
Okay na, attitude, tinoon ma, attitude ko sa una.
Attitude
Pero
kayo
karon
sa una.
okay naman karon.
Please comment down below if you've experienced your attitude.
Oh, tinoon ba? Ay, at least ako muangkon. Kanang uban diha.
Oh,
Sa
kaya
ako
nagiuban na dili, nagiuban nga dili yun mo angkon.
Tinood, that's true.
Nga, I mean, it's also part man good
Patay
sa
manisya ba?
artist. Oh, nga kanang, we're actually just, artists are egotistical ba? Nga, we are very self-centered.
We live in a fantasy.
Yeah. Nga, kami lang, ana ba? But also, lahi po ng, if there's a problem, nga kabalukang ikaw ang problem,
Oo,
pero you
kakos.
make it seem like it's everybody's problem.
Stop gaslighting people.
Yeah, like that's also another quality that a good artist should have. Nga if sayup ka.
Exactly. Learn to
Ano
own
ba?
to up to
It's
your
like a
mistakes
combination of being a skilled artist and a talented artist.
ba?
No?
Exactly.
yeah.
Accountability.
It's
Basically.
like you're going to work with different people from different backgrounds. You're not always going to be the best
All the
performer
time.
in the room.
Exactly.
Especially in kuan performing arts gyud.
Yeah.
Kinahanglan kag disiplina
There
kay
will always be someone better than you, Jud.
Yeah.
Tinuod, Jud na.
Correct.
And-
Always.
Like, I think it's difficult for most of us to like go into a room and just immerse yourself in that experience, and maski pa na ay mas maayo sa imuha or mas maayo ka sa uban, we tend to forget na we can just share and learn from each other ba.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. Kay usually manggod when you go into a room, a lot of artists is in a room. Oh my gosh. Nakapoy anong puro artists in a room.
No. All the voices have to be heard.
Mo ka nang me. Oh, kana ingon ana.
Spotlights tanan.
Ang may tabo is competition ba?
Yeah.
Mo nang usually that's the problem of being a director pod or being a producer. We like managers. Kay mag-manage kag batasan, kay usually ingon ana.
Tinuod. It's very hard.
Their artists are kids.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, there's nobody wants to say that, but really, artists are just grown-up kids.
Yes. Gibolbol nga bata.
Also, I think one quality pod to become a better artist is be consistent. Like show up every day for your craft.
Actually.
Like, I mean, ako personally, mo struggle ko, ana. That's a struggle
Consistency.
for me. Like, being consistent in
Same,
everything I do.
Tinuod.
Nakanang, kapoy.
Yeah.
If you're looking at, the same thing every day, kapoy. But it's a really good quality to have. Mo nang, usually, I appreciate skilled artists. Nga kanang makadugay jud sila.
Consistency sa pang buka.
Actually, katong pag-rerun, proud ko sa akong self ato kay consistent ko. Kana bitong kada rehearsal kay ako ang think nga kanang lahi-lahi na pud atake, lahi-lahi na pud og kuan, lahi na pud gani kay ngano katong gingon nimo nga kanang magsigig balik-balik boring naman siya. Uy, kanang especially nga hapit na tuig sige ra tagkuyog kada adlaw ka puol mo ning mga nawong ning mga kuan ni uy. So munang ni Anas Hotchi ato nga kuan nga sige since boring nga naman ka kuan find a way nga kanang lahi-lahi imong delivery imong kuan ana. So lahi-lahi pud ka atake ang ending ang script sa okay. Hinani ka taas. Ni taas.
Nausab siya.
Yeah.
Nausab siya
Ni
after a while.
taas.
That's but because but there's ano manggod diha manggod ang fun of being an actor because you can play
Yeah.
with whatever with how you say the lines, with how you enter the scene ano ba sana all
Tinuod.
Imagine ako palang gani grabe na kay
Sana pati ang
adjustment si
staff.
Hoche Benitez. Unsa lang ka to sa uban pa. Amo adjust ko ning Ruby. Kapuya ni bayuta.
naamang
Mo po nakakapoy sa director no. If ikaw director ka, if dili ka kabalo pong mo adjust sa mong actor kay murag mag-away siguro mo or magsumpaki siguro, I don't know.
yeah if dili po ka that's another kuan pod like if kabalo ka mobasa og personalities kabalo ka mobasa og batasan daan makitaan man jud nimo kinsa ang troublemaker makitaan mura kag teacher ba kanang kani siya kuan ni siya
Kaya ko dyan
murag
impustihan,
bantera jud ni siya ano ba pero it's also you have to be a good communicator pod it's also a balancing act
Oo.
nga am I gonna be nice today, am I gonna be kuan, do I have to call them out today kay if magsige po kag kasaba mawad-an kag actors
Kapoy ka
Correct.
rin sa paminag ko ang sige yaw-yaw.
Pero ikaw direct as a director, what kuan unsa may quality nimo nga ma-share nimo sa ubang like future directors pod nga giunsa nimo pag-adjust
Don't be a
kay
director.
kapila man
Don't be a director. Stop.
Oo.
stop what you're doing no
Think again.
unsay quality
Oo, as a
nga
director.
kuan to trust yourself kay it's really hard to trust yourself because everybody is looking at you and everybody like nasa imong spotlight but the entire production like all your vision is from the vision of the kuan of the play is ikaw ang holder anang a vision nya tanang decisions should come from you and it's this kuan ba it's this daunting task nga that is put upon you nya you think na you can't do pero you can just take it one step at a time maybe ingon ana lang and just trust yourself it's not more of you have to be so good at what you do you just like everybody else take it as a learning opportunity and if sayup ka ano ba I think one important thing pod nga I've learned when I direct is you also have to recognize that your team and your actors are also artists na they can help you and not everything should come from you if you're clueless but you also have this huge production of artists na you can ask and they're also experts at like different things kaya usually napay times nga ay murag like kamo ni Abby like Abs or Mark kuan ingon ani ano siya ay direct na ID kung anak na ko'y makontak na ingon ani ana ba they can actually solve your problems
Yeah.
even actors can solve your problems like mga tech na kuan nga you think it's so big of a problem pero when you tell it to them oh it's so small like they they will help you find a solution and they will humble you down
True.
and
So trust good, no? Trust the people around you. If
trust
you
yourself
are a
and trust the
director.
people
Have faith in the people you
Correct.
work with.
because they know what they're doing niskwela na sila ana they spent time doing their crafts they've done it for years so
Correct.
trust them
Yes, so trust them.
Family
Trust the
condom.
process. Be consistent.
yes
Mao din na siya. So, asa better? To be an actor to be a director? Alright!
Okay.
Yes, we're now
Welcome back.
to our most awaited part of the
Yes.
podcast. I think this is the only part that everyone is watching lang yun.
Actually,
All our 8 audiences.
Gina-torture na pag...
As usual.
Welcome to the Eternal Guest! For our eternal guest.
Yes.
This is a segment where Mark and I will talk about a topic that we may or may not be interested in.
Tulugon na kaskuan.
I like this topic.
Yes,
I'm
yes, I
interested.
like this. Yes. And then, while we're talking, Ruby does not know the topic. But he needs to keep the conversation going. He has to contribute to the conversation. And at the end of this segment, he will guess.
What the topic
The
is
topic.
all about.
Yes. Ready na, Kaday?
Ready na. Actually, na-realize ako, lanta ko sa calling. Mano ko si Mama Coco nga nagpaputol og bukok, oy.
Mama, unsa?
Mama Coco. Coco na...
O ito Coco, the musical camera.
So, Mama Coco with bangs.
Si Mama Coco na ba yun?
Mama Coco.
Mama Coco. Ay, sakto si Mama Coco.
Kung lang tayo braid.
Correct.
Okay. Go.
Okay,
Kani siya, this is a global phenomenon.
Wa na kanang yo.
This is a global phenomenon, Jod.
phenomenon. Yes,
And
of
this is
course.
something that we are
Sige,
very guilty of,
Yes.
Jod.
All
Kaayo.
of us.
All of
yes.
us, Jod.
All of us in this room.
Yes,
All of us in table
specifically,
12.
Yes.
Yes. This is why table 12 was formed.
Exists in the first
This is why
place, Char.
table 12 was created. Over this.
Yeah. But I feel like this is a very, very especially during the actually very recently mas ni surge ang interest ani nga specific kuan. Type of
Like,
kabantay
Since the
ka.
pandemic?
Not even since like just very recently banga murag there was a resurgence in interests. Like some people would like to bike, some people would like to do this and do that, but kaya mas more siya mas ni kuan jud siya mas ni mainstream siya somewhat.
Yeah.
More than ever.
Mainstream.
And you usually kani baya no kay I think before the pandemic we only had like select establishments or like diri sa Dumaguete ha. Like we have like limited lang yun
Options,
na
oo.
na maadtuan
Yeah,
to
true,
have
true,
this.
true.
Pero karon murag
Everywhere you look,
everywhere you look.
Nalapot lagi
Like,
diri.
Even without like a physical building.
Yeah, there are should
They would have like kiosk or like
exactly.
like vehicles to
Yeah.
have it for them to serve people with it,
Gani.
you know. Pero
I don't know. So you know the ha.
No, because I feel like you're very into this one, Pudzay.
dai
Very much
like
so.
addict you ka
Adik
anday.
po ka ni day.
Okay.
Like,
Guilty kay ka ni.
Tinood siguro, no?
Muni ang nakapakuan ang
Gadaga
kaya niya maligo ani.
kaayo.
Yes. Kaya niya
Kaya nimo.
yeah, he can douse
Musalom ka
himself
ani.
in this.
Hala.
Yes.
Yes, musalom siya ani.
For sure, definitely. What can you say about this
Actually,
phenomenon?
kanang kuan. Murag nindot siya, no?
Kaayo.
Kuan.
Pindot kayo day.
Nindot siya kayo, dayon lami.
Kaayo.
Oh, lami siya.
So many
yes.
options.
Okay.
Want to sawa.
Ngano mang dagan siya, pero nganong dagan siya options?
Okay, it depends man. There are very many varieties man of this specific thing.
Okay.
One thing different kuan varieties.
Bakit kaking option? Hindi ka mabalaw.
Sige,
Different
pagstorya sa mo, pagstorya.
Flavors, different
flavors,
colors, flavors,
Okay.
different
Varieties.
toppings.
Okay.
Yes.
You have like Jod, you have all the options you can. Wala dyan siya limit. Basically.
And actually kani siya, like people will really carve out a time sa ilahang mga adlaw.
Just
like,
to do this.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
to be in peace
Yes.
with this.
Exactly.
Like it's like it's like a mo imbis di ba sa una kay siesta. Karon kay dili na siya siesta. We want to be awake.
We want to be awake all the time.
Yes, like
siya.
after lunch this is such a good kuan.
No,
Oh, like if
actually.
busog ka kaayo and
Mo
then
siya
you'll have this
makapakalma sa
like
imong hot
makapakalma
life,
siya.
No? Mas na siya kuan pagka meditation na usahay. Therapeutic po siya actually.
And then kuan pod, it's something that people love to, like if like during meetings they love to share
This
with
Jud.
other people.
It uplifts everyone, Jud.
Yeah.
As in-
And it could to the point na gani na naanay like ay kuan di like there are certain personalities na
That revolve around.
that revolves
Oo.
around different list
Oo.
different varieties of
Exactly.
this.
Oo.
Like if yung ani mong gusto na kuan ay you're
You're this type of girl, di ay.
yeah, you're stuck up or
Oo.
you're this like
Ano ka, straightforward ka.
yeah.
Na, no?
like you want everything to be like on the dot na dapat you're always on time, you're always kuan.
Yung
If yung
kay-
ani mong gusto na kuan
trendy ka nga pagkatao. You like,
typical ka na typical ka na college student.
Groupie ka na, o kasi uso mo ganahan.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, and usually ba yan? Ano mo kung kuan
It's usually, it does reflect the reality po.
Yeah.
Ikaw, do you think so? It does ba?
Kasi lano ka ng kuan ka ng dili na kay sila mo story o nagkalisod inyohang ka ng conversation.
Oh, hindi siya lisod
Usually,
dai.
Suday, it's very easy.
Like paborito ko ni mo.
Oo.
Sure ka?
Oo,
Oo.
notch.
Ito siya na
Eh,
ko.
ay no.
Check. Dili notch.
Paborito ni mo.
Pastime?
Like dili
Oh,
ka
pwede siya
magkuan.
pastime.
Pwede siya pastime.
Okay. Grinder. Pastime. After lunch, quickie dito skill.
Booking dito.
Booking
Like
na
baka
lagi.
in peace.
Oh,
Booking in peace.
Pwede na akong maligo outer world.
Uplift siya og spirit.
And then wala na tong kuan, wala tong tibaw lang ang reklamo sa usually establishments before the pandemic. Reklamo nila is ang mga tao mo order lang ani and then mo stay for hours and hours.
Tinuod.
Karon kay kuan na,
Sino yapon?
same lang gyapon pero mas mo order og another.
Oo.
Mas mo gasto na og kanang
And
like
I feel
food
like
to-
it's really become a part of our culture na jud pod. No,
Yeah.
dili na lang siya niche nga thing. Yung murag-
okay sa una di ba kay
Oh.
murag ay kuno naman murag snobs naman ni
snap
sila.
naman na makaingon ana. But karon kay it's a very shared interest na jud sa sa masa na jud siya actually. There are different levels pod to it ba
Yeah.
nga
And people are picky na.
exactly
Picky with
they're more knowledgeable about it actually.
no, like
karon.
with the country that it came
Oo,
from
exactly.
or like the strain
Oo, the strength pod sa
the
ana.
strength of the
Oo,
kuan,
sa
the
pen,
color of the
oo. And mas willing pod mo explore ang mga tawo karon.
yeah.
As compared sa una nga, they just stick to a specific type. Karon kay medyo upset ako. I'm willing to explore anything. Basta
Yeah.
kay lami siya. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Down to a point like temperature sa water. Down to the point nga as in
I have friends who are into that. Like they've invested thousands of pesos. Aside from these people, nga kana bang mga apparatus, mga tanang mga kineme sa life ko. Wow,
like
lahi
different
ra dyan.
apparatus, different kuan,
Lupig.
tawag ani machine.
Lupig ba may biology
Yes.
lab? Ano nila? Ay, ano ba? Grabe
Magabigaw
dyan.
pa kag saline solution.
Oo. Hey,
with
Rajan.
yes.
And there's so many ways to do it po.
Yeah, there's so
Munang-
many ways.
There is always
There's
a way.
there's a technique like pulsuhanay gud po.
Ganun mo magawas ako.
Okay ka po dahil. Char. Ano?
There's
We have a Puritan here. Check.
there's the correct way and others. There are only two kinds of this.
The
Yes.
correct way
And others.
and the other way.
Wa na
But ikaw, Dad, what do you think? Is there a
Ikaw, Dad,
correct way to this?
Kuan, I think kanang mujuti na lang dagway ko no kay mo.
Over time, 2 hours,
kay
Dad.
ba ani? Ay.
More
Ano yung
in ka.
pinakasayunday?
Ano yung pinakasayunday?
Wala ko ga-overthink pero
What
kanang
should I think?
kaan ka nang ga-over walay think.
No, as in, like, this is
No
something...
thinking lang siya, no thinking.
After lunch?
Ay, anytime!
Anytime?
Anytime is a good
The
time to do
moment you
this.
wake up,
The moment you
before
you
lunch,
sleep.
after lunch, before you sleep, before ka mo ato sa duty nimo.
Oo. During duty ka, asa ka
During
mo
the
adto.
duty ka.
You can do this.
Okay.
Inom nga siya usa ka litro ani.
Oo, gani. Tinuod na siya. Oo. Naibbayot
Ay,
na nga
Ginoo
baling ko
ko.
confident ka, John.
Oh, nga kanang kuan,
Ayan.
nga kanang
Tinood.
Nakuyapan jud siya.
Ay, bayot nga na.
Yes.
Decade.
Na-clinic
siya
actually. Na-clinic ko siya.
But yeah, clinic ka. Clinic ka na.
Oo.
Clinic. Ako siya nalipong.
Pero what can you say about this pod?
It is really a good, and it is therapeutic for like,
Wow.
Therapeutic spell.
first, second, or third na, pero mahimo ganing fourth or fifth na ni mo nga pag-take ani. Wa na gyud. Irash kasi
How many of this do you have ba? Like
Before?
how many times
Cups?
a day?
a day. Before, a day yun, no? Dili ka ng specific.
Every day ba?
Ano?
How many times a day?
Well, sa duty, maka 5 ko. Dayon, pag mata na ko, of course.
Of course.
What?
Pag
Is this
mata-
water?
Tumata
Oo.
ka na.
Pag anin ako dili. Sa muta karon mas nidagan akong intake ani kay sige taga shooting. Sige taga podcast.
Tinood.
O anak ako
Makes
yapon na.
sense.
For makatulog lagi hapon.
Makatulog ra gihapon in all fairness yung effect nako. Nara ba jud toy ko anha kaning nabasahan ako nga pag makatulog ka ani kay
Di na
naay
kakamata.
something na anay ko
Nanay something.
Nanay something sa mohang brain.
I think
Ano sa
po
ba?
na tanong mo, yes, na
Yeah, I
tanong
feel
kung
like it's
magkabalo
about
na
time.
siya.
Kung kailang
Oo.
tagats na niya after ito.
One ano lang.
Coffee.
One.
Yeah. Wow! Congratulations to our eternal guest.
Yay!
Yes.
Kaya na yung prize kaya nang gihatag na ko
Nanadad. I-show ang prize.
Tara.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you sa Paypay Direct.
You're welcome.
Plastic kayo dahil.
No, pasikanin kayo.
Plastic ko.
Sige, natural, magod na.
It's a talent.
Yes, now we're going to resume to our...
Natukan ko ako galing lawan. Sorry.
Now we will resume to our topic, no, what it takes to
Yes.
be an artist. But I want to introduce.
Oh my God! For those of you who don't know us yet, let
Yes.
us reintroduce
This
ourselves.
is Mark.
Hi, guys.
I'm Hochi and
Yes.
our eternal guest, Ruby
From the House of Storm.
House of Storm. So, with the topic of what it takes to be an artist, we've talked about, being disciplined, being consistent, trusting yourself and trusting the process and trusting
Yes.
the people around you. Usa to imong pangutan na galing na dayo. Do you want to be...
Kanang unsa mas nindot ma-director or ma-actor?
Ikaw, I'll ask you.
To be an actor. Madahan. Alangan, hoy, ginoo ko ang kanang directing na mga klase sa una mo torture gina.
Yeah, it
mo nang no
is.
doubt.
It is
No doubt
torture,
nga after sa directing na mo ang uban mga tug Manila, mga tug kuan. Kay dili na mo purso sa directing kay ngano kapoy kay ang directing nga jam. So ginoo ko man ko nga nakaana jud ko nga especially nga kami po director mi at the same time producer pod mi sa mo ang play nakapanghanga jud taon ko sa langit oy kay wing mahal.
Lord, mag-actor na lang ko, Lord.
Oo, na ako nga di na gud ni mausaw.
This would be actually because like logistics,
Sa
everything
mga
has to
karon
be
nga
from
mga
you.
majors karon kay dili na sponsored ang loose.
Yeah,
Sila na mo'y mobayad.
ba?
Oo, sila na mo'y mobayad.
So not
Kami na
everyone,
mo'y last.
Not everyone will as far as I know, not everyone will use the loose na for their final thesis. Okay.
I used din,
60k, 60k
Half
ang
house.
loose.
60,000 ang half house, di ba?
Oo.
For one night?
For a student, ha? 60K.
Ay, student na lako lang ito mong gibayaran sa IU.
That's just
kaya well.
that's just the rental. That's not including your
That's
costume,
just the rental.
your set.
That's like, I think that's like 4 hours, 5 hours.
I think
With
that's
the ingress and the exit.
an hour nga preset. Unya, I feel like that's also
But what
2
about
hour
the-
show. Dayon, an hour nga egress, I think.
What about the rehearsals?
That's also paid.
yeah.
Ordinary rehearsal?
Yes.
Included na siya sa 60,000?
No,
Atong rehearsal
that's
sa
a separate
una.
payment.
Sa IU, okay,
okay.
bayad to tanan na eh.
Okay. But ano man, di ba? Free man ang loose if student ka niya morning?
No.
Dili?
They can use the loose during office hours if nobody's using it. They just have to coordinate with the with the management nga, like they wanna like rehearse keme if nobody's using it.
Wala like wala
Work
like
lights.
aircon, wala
Work
like lights
lights
and
lang.
everything.
Oo.
Blockings lang.
Oo.
Mo man nahitabo naman sa una.
Kaya na department man. So, kami sa loose before, we would allow them to do that as long as ma-coordinate siya properly.
Correct.
That's one thing po, if mangingon ana gani, one thing I've learned from directing and like producing, you have to be like sa term na mong ginagamit, politiko.
Oo.
Oh,
And then you have to be
yes.
nice, you have to smile. you
Mo
have
na wala na ako sa una
Ay,
sa akong
sir,
directing.
kuan, yes. Ang good.
PR jud siya,
Yes,
PR siya.
PR jud siya.
Oo.
Like, you have to be nice to everybody.
Because you have
But
to be
also,
in-
you have to
yeah.
have your, kanang, kung kanus-an mo siya, you have to know when to, to insist,
Oo, yeah.
and when to, when to lose and when to win.
Yeah, because you have to be on everybody's good side basically. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't know mong who you're asking favors from.
Yeah.
So,
But also be prepared to be on everybody's bad
Correct.
side po.
exactly.
Correct. And as a director, no, kay kanang dapat kay bawgid pug ka sa pag stage manage, sa pag
Yeah.
as a student ha, as
You
a
have to
student.
know a little bit about everything.
If you're going to be a director, you have to at least
Kabalo jud ka tanan
you have to at least know the
Basic.
jobs of your tech, the jobs of your performers, the jobs of your managers.
Oo.
So you would be more benevolent and nice when you
Correct.
basta if naa sila problems na they tell you, you would know how to address it
Tinood.
because you've been there.
Exactly.
Kana ba nga, ay direct walay kuan, walay ingon ani ana. And then, they will always ask you what to do, pero usually you just have to ask them, what do you think?
What do you think is the best solution to this problem?
Correct.
Yeah, because they're very sometimes they're just there to ask for support. They know what to do, pero they're just asking you because they want to have like that affirmation nga ay sakto.
True.
Yeah.
Tinoon. Lisod ba director oy?
Lisod.
Sus ko Ginoo ko.
Kapatid na
Pero
siya.
ang nakalisod lang katulag yung pagthesis namo nga kami pay mangita og kwarta para kuan sa mong show. Pero pag nana ka sa professional world, di man ikaw may producer pod. So
Tinood, oo.
so if mag-director na ka, tudlo na
If
lang
you're-
kay
if
nana.
you're-
Lahi akong klase na andi ay.
Oo.
If you're lucky enough,
Dili dahil ikaw kay kuan maka advance.
if you're lucky enough to be hired by
Oo.
paying company,
Oh, so
na
if
ikaw,
directing lang ka, ya ana lang ka diha. Pero kanang ikaw pay producer, parang Hochi ba nga? Siya pay producer, siya pay director, siya pay costume designer. Kanang yung gisuot siya gyud tahi
Carpintero.
ana.
Oo,
Siya lang yung tahi ana.
Yes.
playwright, and
Playwright pa.
Carpenter, Karen the carpenter.
yes,
Red
tinood yun na
Riding
siya,
Hood.
guys. Everything all in one.
Di ba?
Version.
Yes, we're going to release merch like this. Baligya.
Oh, actually,
Dahil
guys.
pamalit mo dahil kay para na ami pang production.
Tinoon.
But ingon na nga question mark, ikaw, do you want to be an actor or do you want to be a director?
I mean, I've
Which
seen
one would
man-
you prefer?
I've seen man I've seen man from
The
both
difference.
ends, no. And in all fairness, lahi jud pud ang feeling up actor ka because
Yeah.
the only thing you have to think about
Is
is
to
your performance.
the lines, di ba?
And how you work with the cast. But if you're in the tech side, Jud, not just as a director but as an SM, as a TD, daghan kay kang huna-hunaon, daghan kay kang listahan,
Mura ka
Yeah.
mga
mga
checklist. Like literally, you are gonna be consumed, Jud, with everything technical. Mas tako ay mong scope ba sa responsibilidad.
That's why ayaw mo katingala nganong pirmi kasabaan ng actors.
Kaya
Because I'm not tawag ani insulting
of
people,
course.
pero when you look at the production, the actors have the simplest job.
Tinoon.
All you need to do
Tinoon
is
yun, no?
memorize the steps,
All they have to do
memorize
is
the
to be
songs,
there.
the script.
Because everything is provided, costume,
No?
makeup, whatever.
All you need to be there is 30 minutes advance, shoot na,
Maunang,
rehearsal.
if you're an actor, you have to be on the good side of your team, of the production team.
Kuan mong good, a good actor is a dime a dozen, but a good production staff, lisod kinapangitaon.
Correct.
Jud, kaayo.
It's harder to find, like when I started producing, it's harder to find a good people, like good artists for the team
Tinoon.
than finding good actors.
Oo.
Yeah, tinuod.
Because a lot of people want to be actors,
Yeah.
not a lot of people want to be behind the camera,
Especially-
backstage.
That's
not a lot. You can't really. It's hard to find
A
good,
good
tech
tech. Correct.
people.
I'm not a good tech.
yeah, kanang kuan,
Mga SMs,
musicians who
mga
actually
musicians.
read the script,
Yes.
Oo.
set designers who actually know how to implement your vision.
Designs, yes.
It's hard. That's why when you're a director, once you find a team, like a group of people who are
Who work.
like
Ay na nagbuhi.
naka-bluetooth na sa imo
Tinuod.
daan.
Ay, wala na.
Mo nang Spielberg or Ron Howard, they have their own team. But especially si Spielberg, notorious kay siya na he will really
Pick and choose the people he wants to
like
work
he
with.
will really work with the same people. Like he's worked with John Williams ba jer? Oh yeah. He's worked with John Williams in
All throughout
all
his
of his
career.
movies.
Correct.
Because it's hard to find it's not just the skill pod.
Somebody
it's
who gets you.
Yeah, somebody who gets you.
Ang Bluetooth, diretso
No,
connect.
nga
Correct.
kanang
Sync dayon.
like with this kanang we are very fortunate nga makuan na nakita tag kanang core nga kuan ay kuan po day siya lain po day siya batasan so go me
Actually,
kanang the moment you say it, the moment you like explain it, magets nila dayon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Connect dayon ba?
Yeah. Dahil magkuanta, mag-shoot ta, okay, go.
Ana lang, diretso lang.
Yeah, and then you have the same batasan, you have the same
Wavelength.
yeah.
Tinuod.
It's really
Wi-Fi.
hard. Maunang it's a scary world out there. So if you find a team that's really good
Take care of
and
them.
are very yeah,
Tinuod.
huddle them good. Kwan,
As
keep
much as
them.
possible. Yeah.
Abisan ka actor dapat mo click yun po mo dapat kay if dili mo mag-connect mo na ka to pag rerun na mo kay sayo na ka naman ni Kuya Mark mo na lang may gastorya sa stage mo na lang
Yeah.
sige mag-gastorya good kanang the way may mag-communicate sa
It's
usag-usa
effortless
mo
ba?
stage lang
Gimo siya, gibutang siya sa
It's
stage.
very
Alam
it's
mo rin,
rare
ano,
good to find actors pod nga mo click.
Pumesh.
Nga kanang labi na kanang if sila tanan. Kanang
Unsam jud nga. Buong buo.
And it's when you find that it's really magical.
so meaning kuan gyud ay depende gyud sa imong trip gyud no if ganahan kang dili sa kay basically actor or to become a director pareha ra man siya og wait gyud kung butong naon pero ang director lang good kay daghan kay scope ba ikaw may mag-conceptualize tanan.
Yeah.
Come on, Jim, captain of the ship.
But if you really you have to love the job.
Of course, you have to love
Okay, if dili ka ganahan
Yeah.
napugsan ka, ang ending ana ikaw ra po'y alkanse ikay basulon sa production.
It's gonna be hard.
Sus ko nahitabo na gyud na nga naadyo usa ka director nga gikan naman to sa laing nasod. Niya pagkahuman
Name names.
sus ko.
Names.
Niya pagkahuman kay di siya kablong mo direct gihimo naman mig amaw-amaw eh. Sa kunsa na lang gipang tripping. Ya di ka mao mo direct. Gapataka ra.
Kuan ba di? Sarap. Buy ba?
Blind item.
Sus ko. Kung pareha ko kaskwaa sa una kay sa
Department of
karon
Agrarian
ako yung
Reform.
ingon ni ngalan.
If I had the choice, I would
Check
be an
na.
actor.
O gani.
No? Lami ang kinaboy sa actor because also
Tungha ra ka.
explore ba? Lingaw mo ba?
Yeah.
Lingaw
Lingaw.
king acting.
I was gonna go back to acting with SIP.
super.
Ito sa imong
unta,
pagbiya.
oo.
Correct.
Oo. But then nag-pandemic and all. Pero it would be nice to perform again, no?
Soon.
Correct.
Soon.
Actually, ako kanang
Mangita lang
kuan.
kog director.
Oo. Actually ako kanang
Gawili mo direct niya.
ginaingnan naman gyud ko ni nanay sa una nga kuan. Maayo ba ka nga director Ruby? Ingnan ko ni nanay sa una. Pero kabalo kong lami mo ko mo conceptualize actually. Pero kapuya na jud ko.
It's hago.
Kanang mawala.
Hago jud siya.
Makuan ko kanang makaresign gyud ko sa akong trabaho si
Okay,
kay ngano lahi
Focus
man
na kay ka.
oh kay lahi ba ako nga kuan lahi ko mo trabaho manggod kay kanang dapat kanira ko ang trabahoon
Ma-consume ka sa
makonsume ko or else magsige ako katulog sa trabahoan.
Magpa-consume na siya lang tawo.
Oh, lahi po ng konsumo nga imong ganahan.
Nya kung wala na ko trabaho mangayo na po kong mama boy
Oh,
na ko
sabi natin.
wa na
Lisod jud siya, lisod.
You have
Lisod
to
siya.
be
Consuming.
prepared for the heartbreak.
Oo.
If you want to be a good artist.
Oh,
It's
yes.
it's a path that's going to be riddled with heartbreaks.
You have to
All
get
the
used to it.
no's and the kuan and
The
the doubts and
failures and,
not just coming from you, from other people pod. You have to prove yourself every day to every person you meet, to every producer, to every kuan, like you have to have a thick skin. That's really true.
Correct.
Tinuod.
You have to have a
And as a director pod kanang dapat kay ba ka mo protect gid pod sa imong production.
dili na.
Wala po protect.
Like
Bahala mo
gid
diya.
dapat
Check.
kay daghan kay kang makaaway basta director ka daghan kay kang makaaway na susama na ako daghan kay kung naaway
Filo ko na siya nga story.
estudyante pa ko sa una daghan na kung nakaaway do not ever kuan gyud ay sulay rubig yun kay na
Don't be afraid
tinuod man na
for
di ba
people kanang marites
oo
nga I don't want to hurt other people kay basig unsay ingon sa
ako di ko inana As in.
Gets.
Yeah.
Kaya I think di ba na-check ka na mapunin ninyo na ako direct nga hesitant kumukuha na ako because mo lagi na kay kanang attitude kay ko batasan kay ko
ha? Oh, ako hesitant.
Oh.
Kay I've heard stories about him.
Hello.
Good
Name
point.
names.
Sabi sila nga, kuan ko na siya. Ingin mo silang kuan. Ano siya nga, sige ra. Siya na, like, Jerry vouched for you, mampod. Ano ko, sige go. Niya pagka
Ito
audition
ba din si
siya,
Kuan?
ano,
Charing.
fairness.
Nindot ang pugong tingog. Ako. Kabalo ka na siya kanang self-love ba? Dili ka nang pagsulod ako dire kay bawo na kung nara ko stone no pero gi-practice ko nila pag ayo. From kuan ngoho singing to forward singing.
Check.
See? Ako ra gud wa na.
Yung voice coach sa kilid.
Oo. Wala si Kuya Jerry. Muna tinuod nga voice coach. Di dyan ka nindot paminawon basta ibong coach. Pero minti dyan lang naisayo. Which is okay.
Yeah. I think our culture here
For
po
you to
sa
improve.
Table 12 helped
Oo.
pod kay if we have this culture sa Table 12 if bati
But tinuod yun na.
kana inang kana daychak ka
Ana.
usba
Mm.
like change it. It doesn't look good, it doesn't sound good.
Correct. Dili taan ang masigig positive ka na bitang ingon nga kuan. Kanang nindot siya kasaba di.
Positivity day.
O gani so saba diha uy bisag tsaka.
Oh.
Mo ingon jud nga kanang kuan nindot ang ending ana ikaw Ray alaot as a performer di ka mo improve.
That's also one thing nga lisod ba sa director ka. You have to be fearless. Nga kanang ina nimo imuhang aktor nga Murray lami. Kasi don't sugarcoat it. Kanang namunggoy uban nga director nga kanang if you maybe if you do this, maybe if yung ana kasi if you don't grabe bubaya ng ego anang actor.
Tinuod.
So you really have to know when to to break down that ego.
Nakatawa lang ko dili matandog ang
Your
kalag ni
ego should be bigger.
Dili matandog ang kalag ni Duwick no pero siya gyud.
Hala ko kag ipamay chud nga wala ta diri day.
Ako
Kasi
man
medyo nangamatay nga kwanda.
Wala ka kalag yung mga tandogol.
Ako kay kato siya kay nagproblema ako siyang brief ba katong sa laro bitaw.
Una ko na kayo.
Wala na ay di maka-director.
actor mo siya.
Actor na ko si Kuya Mar.
Isog di ka.
Nya nagproblema ko bati kay color yung brief ko ilisin na. Ikaw nga ang pangit nga. Direct lahat na lang pangit sa iyo. Maghubad lang ako. Maghubad na lang ko.
Oh, actually.
Sus ko Ginoo
Consume
ko.
baya.
Hoy, lisod man ko kaayo ako ang set baya kay kuan na ba to? Itom og red.
Yeah.
Ya sa ano na ako. Itom og red naman to. So dapat i-balance gitanan.
It's good kanang don't be afraid to say it. Like the moment just let it out.
Oo.
Kaya parang paspas siya mas ma-solve.
Correct.
Nga if magtuyok-tuyok pa mo niya magkuan lahi interpretation aning usa lahi interpretation aning pikas niya mag-away na po.
But there is an advantage good if actor ka din mo direct ka. Kaysa director ka direction.
Yeah.
Oo. Yung perspective sa acting process.
Na siya. Yes, wala to siya.
Salamat sa mong contribution day.
Oo.
It's hard to build a production labi na from the ground up. It's really hard and I think it's really good if an actor or like an artist would know that. Mas even actors. That's all we want.
Correct.
For actors to understand nga kanang lisod day sila trabaho. Nga kanang lisod day ay all the people who are here. I went in at 8 p.m. pero kani sila naan sila dire at 2 p.m.
True.
Even
Preparing.
like wala pa na sila tulog, working, just be nice. Ano ba? It goes both ways. Kanang maayo if ang director actor po siya, maayo po if ang kanang actor nakatry po siya direct.
Oo.
Ana ba? Because you will be more you learn to have more grace with
Yeah,
with how you treat people.
Correct.
Like it's not we are not out of that equation as artists. We are crazy, but we're not out of that equation. We are still we still need to be nice, to be kind and be graceful to other people in the production.
Tinoon.
But anyway, I think for my last words or my last thought about this topic, what it takes to be an artist, no? So I feel like kanang a good presence of mind, knowing who you are as a person, and kana bang I think we've talked about this over and over again, baka nang be open to criticisms as well. Be mindful of the things na you do. Dapat kabaludj ka mo lugar as a person. Kay as an artist, dili ka ba ikaw ang affected sa imong art.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you have to collaborate with other people all the time. So so how people treat you will also depend on how you treat people. So always be aware of yourself lang jud. And of course, love what you do. Kasi wala dyan lami na magbuhat usa kabutang nga mura kag dapugsan
Oo,
ka na
half-baked, basically.
Half-baked.
That's
Kana
true.
bang you'll be miserable, which will lead you to make others feel miserable pod.
Correct.
Kung ka nalipay. So kanang malipay man na sila ana ba? So it will show you if you're happy with what you're doing, because others will be happy pod while working with you. So usa
Correct.
pa nakalisod.
Tinoon.
So kana lang, just know what you want and know how to get it, and as much as possible, don't step on other people in the process.
Yes.
Correct. Do what you want.
Do what you
with your
want, what
body.
you want with
Do
your
what you
body.
want. What you want with your body.
Thank you.
Ako, I think final
Finally?
note finally final note pod from a director to aspiring actors. Don't play safe.
Oh,
Oy, tinood risk.
Yeah. As much as possible, explore.
Paghubo
Don't
na yun.
be afraid to make mistakes. Usually I see those who are playing safe. Wala lami.
Koning.
Like the more you make yourself, don't be afraid to look silly. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. For people to bully you. It's fine. Because you're just going through the process. Trust the process. Okay, most people just see the output and they just see the show. But they did not witness you go through the process and grow, and you go through the process and you grow with the process. Ano pa? So just don't be afraid. And then for kuan, kana lang murag nasuri naman nila tanan, no? Kundi na akong magkuan.
Correct.
Hindi mo linger.
Yeah, as an artist, you have to be fearless and you have to push boundaries and don't be afraid to do that. Because that's what we are meant to do.
Tinoon.
To question reality and to present reality to people and,
Challenge norms.
Oo. Yes.
that's all.
Wow, what should I say?
So
there
thank
you go.
so much
Yeah.
for
There you
joining
go.
us
Okay.
in this episode. No, medyo seryoso siya gamay. Pero,
Medyo?
Yes, medyo lang.
Correct.
Pero, joke na to tanan.
Actually, guys.
Matarong na.
Thank you for joining us
Yes,
for this
thank you.
episode.
See you next
See you again
week.
for
See you
our
next
next.
week.
Bye.
Bye.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pocket.